Oop, and I'm back. Sorry guys, I ran out of space on my phone so I couldn't keep recording, but as I was saying, I had front stitch lights, which is the reason why I purchased this model. It's an Athearn Genesis SD70M for you guys that haven't seen one of these before. Paid $129 to DC. CSX delivery and the road number is 4683. So we'll be converting that, and hopefully it'll be one of my main runners of my layout. It will be that running on the inside loop majority of the time, with conjunction with the Class 70, which is over here, as well as I'm planning on getting SD70 ECE by Athearn, which will also be sharing the loop. So yeah, that was for my new purchases. So yeah, that's all I purchases really in the last few months. So the layout is coming along fairly well. Haven't really got a lot to do, just installing point motors. I really don't want to, but I will have to, I guess. I'm still deciding if I should go for side mounted or underlay. I've got about 8 underlay points to install already, but there is a beam going along the second main line on this side, so already on this line here, 2 of the points can't be installed using underlay. So decisions to make. What should I use? And I've already covered up this point. Well, not really that point, but I've covered up this point. So I can't use side mounted there. Can't use side mounted on that one. So yeah, and I can't really use side mounted on a few on the layout, mainly because they're a bit close. As you can see, that one most likely not fit. And obviously that one's already covered, so I have to rip that piece off, which is already glued down and is fairly firm. Oop, it does come out, but I don't really want to wreck it. I've already showed you. So yeah, so I might just pause the video again. And I've been pausing it a few times. It's not really my fault the second time, but I'll just pause it real quick and I'll just get some trains running so you guys can see. So I'll just be a minute, but for you guys it'll just be a few seconds, so be right back. So hey guys, and welcome back, and as you can see I got a bit of trains running now, just the 105 running, and my UP running, which I forgot to show in the last video, but I had some new purchases which I didn't show yet. I did show the main one, which was the CSX Athearn Genesis SD70M. Just span around, and I've got, just slow it down, and I got this modern boxcar. Someone recommended that they've been working in the UP business for a while. They said, "Oh, I can get another UP boxcar," and I said, I can't remember what I exactly said, but the main reason was I couldn't really find a good one, and I finally have found one. Doors do open. Closed up. It's a nice modern one. As you can see, looks really good. Paid just over 20, closer, no, in between 20 and 30. I can't remember the exact thing. It was 28, I think. But the quality is amazing. I have never seen a boxcar with so much detail. You can even see the, I don't know if you got it, but you can see the step ladders, operating doors. You can see the panels. Like the screws for the panels, even the roof has detail. Look at that. It's really nice. Came in, even on the side there, you can see this oh, I need to focus a bit. See the ladders and the little platform there. Number at the back, its row numbers on the side. And there's the brake. Independent brake for it. And I believe it's just about the same thing on the other side, yep. And it's painted well, it's got all the details, capacity. So yeah, it looks really good. It's one of the cushion loads, and I believe it takes auto parts. I think it says, sorry I looked away, but I believe that says it takes auto parts. Trying to see it. So yeah, it looks really nice. I'll just put this forward. get it back up to speed. The CV for the acceleration for this train is really realistic. It just doesn't bolt out of the block. So I really like that CV on that train at the moment. And I picked up an autoloader. It's in the Santa Fe / Evans livery, I believe. So it's really nice. Doesn't run on the main line. Its turning circle isn't that sharp. I thought it was a bit sharper, but it doesn't run on the main line. So even if I couple up to a box car, just the couple don't meet up. So maybe I'll play around with this one. But I really like this spot here. I really wanted to put something here, and then finally found something to put it. So I'd probably be building a platform up here, and then just up to the box car. So I glue the box car down basically. I don't have a platform there, or I don't even need to glue it down. I just make a platform on the side here, and just have the box car buffed right into it. That way some cars, and I'll have a little scene with some cars going in across the roadway and so on. So yeah, the reason why the 25 isn't running at the moment is because I had a bit of a problem. As I said, you guys remember, I try to say keep it as low as possible, meaning keep as much of the track visible. So as you can see, that's really good on this side. But over here, just the train derailed a bit. It wasn't glued down properly. You can even see it's not even glued down yet. So I put some weight on it, so hopefully it will glue down. And that's just my old loco. It doesn't run. The bogey's broken. I've replaced this clip on it so many times. I've glued it on. It's DC train. Just it was one of my first loco. I think it was the first loco. You can get these for like $50 now, so every time I replace it I just think, well, what's the point? To get it chipped will cost more than the loco's worth, so I'm just going to leave it how it is. And that's about it for this long update. I will try and edit this out, process it and get it out to you guys by tomorrow sometime. Hopefully that will happen, but yes, so next on the agenda is I'll try and fix at least these 3 points. There's a nice open board over here. The reason I want to get these 3 done is, or I should say 4-point motors done is, kind of zoomed up. Just wait for this train to go past. The reason why I say 4 is because 3-0 point over here takes 2, so you got 1 for this one, and 1 for this one. So I have to be careful how I wire them up. But I just want to install the point motors. What I'll do is I'll most likely disassemble this track and I'll install them in. I'm not too sure how I'll do it yet. I'm still thinking if there's a way around disassembling the track, but it looks like there isn't, which I don't mind because the track is only just tacked down and most of the power feeds are not connected to the actual points, for the main reason that FlexiTrack to replace is only a couple of dollars to replace a point. Depending on which point it is, it ranges from $16 to about $30 So. And then again, I have heaps of FlexiTrack, so I can always just replace them. And most of these tracks I've had for years. For example, some of the Pico tracks I have lying around. I'll just find one for you. Right, like this one over here. This one I've had over 6 years, I believe. Probably can't really see it on the camera, but there's a little bit of denting, or you can see it right there. A little bit of denting on the track, and the train, can't even feel it. I've run my finger on it so many times. So yeah, this track's had its time, but recommend Pico track. These are just Pico Code 100 Flexis. The only disadvantage is you have to drill your own holes, which isn't that much of a problem, but as long as you either drill your own holes or you get or you tack it down really softly, and then as soon as it goes through the actual plastic, you won't have a problem. And I also use Atlas Code 100 as well. They're a bit cheaper. For the straight parts, I would recommend either one. Pico really lasts a lot longer, and Atlas doesn't really look prototypical to me. I really like the colour of the Pico. It's more like a brownish colour than a really blackish, like a Hornby track. I don't really like the colour of Hornby track either. Pico really make a more prototypical track colour for the wooden tyres, I'd say. But if I was to change, I would change my track. But as I said, I have all the track in my layout already done. I would love to change it to... Sorry, I should clean the track. Love to change it to Walthers Code 83 or Atlas Code 83, but back then when I really started my layout, I was really inexperienced. I really didn't know a lot, and I really had over a dozen points already, so I really didn't want to waste it on my first layout. So maybe on my second layout or future layouts, I will convert it to code, or I will change it. I should say I could change my track to 83. It's more finer scale and it looks more prototypical. Just my opinion, that is. And I would definitely go for Pico over anything. And just to you guys that are just starting your layouts now, please plan your layout. Planning does so much to a layout. It's unbelievable. Like the amount of difference I'd have in my layout if I planned it out properly, drilled all the holes before installing point motors, planned out so that way I wouldn't have such a tight corner over the, or not really tight, but like so little space on this side. Planned out my baseboard so it's nice and even, and really planned out my layout as I wanted. I wouldn't really saved all the money. I would have spent a bit more, but the overall look and the performance of my layout would have saved me a lot of time. Like just wasting time on these little things over here. I wasted like a week or two on just fixing up this area here. Could have already be on my ballasting and installing point motors on the layouts, and then my layout, in my opinion, would have looked a lot different if I planned it out. I don't think I would have changed my mind and gone with the triple main line. I probably would have gone with 2 on a branch line or 2 main lines along the layout. And if I planned it out, I think I would have gone along the corners of the room. And what I'm saying is going along the sides here, up against probably the level of the windowsill, because I wouldn't want to go higher, cause then I'd just be cutting off the window, but up against the windowsill, which is about 10 centimeters below what it is at the moment, and then all the way around in like a U shape, and then on this side here maybe have like a lift out that would just lift out like this all the way up, so you can easily walk through and access this cupboard behind me. Would have maximised my space a lot more, and with a little extra bit would have made so much of a difference. And in the middle I would have space for like a staging area and all that. So, well, that's my mistake, so hopefully you guys can learn from them. And just the main thing is, guys, just plan. Even though it takes you a week or two of planning, or even a couple of months, just plan, research, look around, shop around. There's some things I do regret getting. For example, I do regret getting my Class 59 by Hornby. I should have gone for a 66 by Bachmann, or waited a couple of weeks when the new models came out. Just stuff like that. Just plan it out. Try and get the layout and track work done before you buy your fleet of locomotives. I know you just want to run trains sometimes, but realistically planning something out will save you a lot of time in the long run. But as I said, you guys learn from your mistakes, and hopefully you guys will learn from mine. I know from now that my next layout, which I will make, well, it won't be for a while, but the next layout I do make exactly what I expect and exactly what to do. I learned so many techniques, like the easier way of making flexi track and all that. I've learned just watching all you guys' videos and just trying that with myself. I've realised that soldering the joints on first makes a big difference, and I've also learned that it isn't really that hard for a bit of change. Like I wouldn't never have thought of myself using these streamline points, and now I don't know how many do I have? I have 4 plus around 7 streamline points already on my layout. So yeah, just to get a bit of talk to you guys, a bit of advice and tips, I guess I've shared with you in these last 20 odd minutes. I think it has been. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Please, if you can, give me a like or a favourite. But yes, the video is coming to an end. show you the weight shot of my 105. And I'll just show you the last time, just that little street scene. That's my UP just runs through it with that Union box car I just got. So yeah, from a distance away, it does look really good over there. And as soon as I get those lights fitted in, as I said I would, start to look really good. And then I'll start taking some angled shots when I got 3 trains running along here. That will look really good. And as I said, I've grassed the outside area up, so I'll patch that up with a bit of silicone, so it doesn't have it seeping, I guess, on the edges. And then I'll just patch this all up, either grass or ballast. I'll have to look at some pictures and see which will look better, but most likely it will be a strip of grass in the center, especially on this one. Small strip of grass and then ballast, so like a small patch, or maybe dirt or something. So yes, it looks like this glue finally dried and sat in, so I'll just probably test it out at my loco real quick, and that should be all good. I'll probably just clean up this glue first, it's kind of over top dried up, but I might just keep that overnight before I test anything in this one, I guess. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.